Embark on a journey into the heart of one of the most unforgettable maritime disasters in recent memory. Join us as we uncover the gripping tale of the Carnival Triumph, a luxurious cruise ship turned floating nightmare. Brace yourself for a riveting narrative of resilience, survival, and the quest for accountability on the high seas. When considering the myriad of potential mishaps that could transpire during a voyage on a cruise ship, passengers typically envision inconveniences like rough seas, inclement weather, or perhaps even minor mechanical issues. However, the notion of being instructed to resort to using biohazard bags for the disposal of bodily waste is a scenario that likely never enters the minds of those embarking on such journeys. Yet, for the over 3,000 individuals who found themselves aboard the ill-fated Carnival Triumph, this seemingly inconceivable circumstance became an all-too-real and distressing aspect of their daily existence. What was initially intended as a leisurely getaway on the high seas soon descended into a nightmarish ordeal, forever etched in the annals of maritime history as the infamous poop cruise from hell. The Carnival Triumph, touted as Carnival Corporation's flagship vessel, epitomized luxury and extravagance, offering passengers an unparalleled vacation experience. With amenities including multiple pools, a sprawling casino, and diverse entertainment options, the ship catered to every conceivable desire. Stretching the length of 3 football fields and boasting 13 decks, it symbolized opulence and comfort, embodying Carnival's commitment to unforgettable journeys. From the moment passengers stepped aboard, they were enveloped in an atmosphere of sophistication and indulgence. Whether relaxing by the pool, trying their luck at the casino, or enjoying world-class entertainment, guests were treated to a wealth of opportunities for enjoyment. The Carnival Triumph was more than just a vessel. It was a floating haven where worries were left behind and adventure awaited, leaving a lasting impression on all who experienced its splendor. However, what began as a promising 4-day voyage from Galveston, Texas, quickly transformed into a harrowing ordeal when disaster struck the Carnival Triumph. In the early hours of Sunday, February 10th, a fire erupted in the ship's engine room during the return journey, shattering the tranquility that had characterized the cruise thus far. The suddenness of the catastrophe sent shockwaves of panic and confusion reverberating throughout the vessel, catching passengers completely off guard. Amidst the chaos, passengers, who had been relishing the leisurely amenities and vibrant atmosphere of the cruise, found themselves thrust into a nightmarish scenario. Alarms blared and corridors filled with smoke as the ship's crew scrambled to contain the blaze and ensure the safety of all on board. What had initially promised to be a relaxing and enjoyable journey quickly devolved into a state of chaos and uncertainty as passengers grappled with the stark reality of the unfolding emergency. Onboard chaos and desperate measures. As the situation on board deteriorated rapidly, the once idyllic atmosphere of the Carnival Triumph descended into a nightmarish scenario. With toilets overflowing and essential services such as running water and air conditioning abruptly ceasing to function, passengers were confronted with the grim reality of their predicament. The ship, once revered as a symbol of opulence and indulgence, now resembled a scene straight out of a post-apocalyptic nightmare. Desperation permeated the air as passengers grappled with the harsh reality of their circumstances, realizing that their once luxurious surroundings had morphed into a landscape of discomfort and uncertainty. In a desperate bid to maintain some semblance of hygiene and comfort amidst the chaos, passengers resorted to drastic measures, with the interior of the ship becoming increasingly uninhabitable due to the malfunctioning facilities. Many ventured onto the exterior decks in search of refuge. Here, they embarked on a mission to create makeshift living arrangements, fashioning tents and shelters out of whatever materials they could scavenge. With resourcefulness born out of necessity, passengers transformed the open decks into impromptu campsites, utilizing blankets, towels, and other supplies salvaged from their cabins. Despite the challenging circumstances, a sense of resilience prevailed as individuals banded together, determined to endure the trials thrust upon them by their unexpected ordeal at sea. Stranded in the vast expanse of the Gulf of Mexico, passengers and crew found themselves confronting an uncertain and daunting future. With no immediate relief in sight, the once lively and vibrant atmosphere aboard the Carnival Triumph gave way to a pervasive sense of unease and apprehension. The azure waters and clear skies that had once provided a picturesque backdrop to their journey now served as a stark reminder of their isolation and vulnerability. As days stretched into an agonizing wait for rescue, the ship became a microcosm of survival in the face of adversity. Creature comforts and conveniences that passengers had taken for granted were now distant memories, replaced by the harsh reality of their predicament. The relentless sun beat down mercilessly, exacerbating the already challenging conditions on board. With each passing hour, the sense of desolation and helplessness grew, as the ship drifted aimlessly, at the mercy of the unforgiving elements of the open sea. After enduring several days adrift at sea, the Carnival Triumph was finally located and towed to the port of Mobile, Alabama, marking a moment of both relief and reflection for its weary passengers. As they disembarked onto solid ground, there was an overwhelming sense of gratitude mingled with the lingering trauma of their harrowing ordeal. For many, the experience had been nothing short of nightmarish, a stark reminder of the fragility of life at sea and the unpredictability of maritime travel. Carnival Corporation, faced with the fallout from the disaster, found itself in the midst of a legal and public relations storm. The company encountered significant backlash and a barrage of lawsuits from passengers seeking recompense for their distress and suffering. While Carnival endeavored to address the grievances of those affected, offering compensation to some, the road to resolution remained fraught with challenges and complexities. Many legal matters remained unresolved, leaving lingering questions about accountability and responsibility in the wake of the catastrophe. Despite the passage of time, the scars left by the poop cruise from hell served as a sobering reminder of the profound impact of maritime disasters and the imperative of prioritizing safety and accountability in the cruise industry. In the aftermath of the disaster aboard the Carnival Triumph, authorities wasted no time launching comprehensive investigations to ascertain the root cause of the catastrophic fire and to assign accountability to those responsible for safeguarding the safety and well-being of passengers and crew. These investigations delved deep into the operations and maintenance practices of the cruise line, uncovering a series of troubling lapses and oversights that had contributed to the tragedy. It became apparent that Carnival's negligence in adhering to rigorous safety protocols and maintenance standards had played a significant role in the escalation of the crisis. As the details of the investigations began to emerge, the public outcry grew louder, with demands for transparency and accountability reverberating throughout the industry. Passengers and their families, still reeling from the trauma of the ordeal, sought answers and assurances that such a catastrophe would never happen again. The revelations of systemic failures and shortcomings within Carnival's operations only served to intensify calls for reform and oversight within the cruise industry as a whole. With public confidence shaken and trust eroded, there was an urgent need for decisive action to restore faith in the safety and reliability of maritime travel. In response to the disaster, the cruise industry was compelled to implement additional safety measures and undertake extensive renovations to prevent similar incidents from occurring in the future. Enhanced training protocols, stricter maintenance standards, and improved emergency response procedures were among the reforms enacted to ensure the safety and security of passengers and crew. The lessons learned from the Carnival Triumph disaster served as a sobering reminder of the inherent risks and challenges associated with maritime travel, prompting a renewed commitment to prioritizing safety above all else. Despite the profound challenges and hardships endured by those aboard the Carnival Triumph, the vessel underwent a thorough refurbishment and rebranding, eventually resuming its operations under a new name. However, this troubling episode serves as a stark reminder of the inherent risks and potential perils associated with maritime travel, with the fervent hope that such tribulations will be avoided in the years to come. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the highs and lows of the Carnival Triumph saga. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on more gripping tales and fascinating insights, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to never miss out on our latest content. Until next time, fair winds and following seas.